Why are French and English similar, even though one is a Latin language and the other is Germanic? In the 11th century, England was not linguistically unified, with Old English having multiple dialects across the country. Other languages were also present, notably Old Cornish, Welsh, and Cumbric, as well as Old Norse in the northeast from previous Viking conquests. To the south, Normandy was ruled by Duke William II, who claimed the English throne. In 1064, Harold Godwinson, an English nobleman, shipwrecked in the country, arriving in the town of Ponthieu. The reasons behind Harold's journey are contested, with speculations ranging from being given a mission to Normandy by King Edward, trying to get his nephew from Hungary, or even fishing. He was captured and handed over to Duke William before being brought to fight for the Normans in Brittany. During this excursion, according to Norman sources, Harold gained William's trust and swore he'd support the Duke of Normandy's claim to the English throne. Harold then returned to England, where, according to some sources, as King Edward lay on his deathbed, he named Harold his successor. Harold Godwinson was then crowned King Harold II in 1066, and was the last ever king of England to be Anglo-Saxon. Back in Normandy, William believed Harold had broken his oath, and prepared for the invasion of England. At the same time, Vikings under Harold Hardrada had also claimed the English throne, landing in the north, but were swiftly defeated by Harold II's forces. However, this left the English weak, and in September 1066, William II landed in England, defeating and killing King Harold II in the Battle of Hastings just a few weeks later. On December 25, 1066, William II of Normandy became William I of England, also gaining his infamous nickname of William the Conqueror. The Normans, now England's elite, imposed their culture and language in the high echelons of society, like the royal court, justice system, and church. For example, important words like government, law, and army come from the French words gouvernement, loi, and armée. Items more accessible to the rich, like beef or beef, also made its mark on the English language. The line of French or Norman kings ruled for decades, French remaining the primary language of royal and noble families, and English prominent amongst the poor. By the 12th century, conflicts between England and France worsened relations with English locals and their French overlords. The French spoken by nobles had also shifted, and started resembling English, some even ditching French entirely. English gradually regained its dominance, and was reinforced by the outbreak of the Hundred Years' War in 1337. However, French influence persisted in the country, with French words remaining in the language and English kings continuing to learn French for centuries. So while English is Germanic in origin, the Norman conquest Latinized the language over time. Today, about a third of English words come from French.